to promise. In the summer, we are overrun by people from all over the world. That's the word folks in Promise use, overrun. But I like seeing all the different people and the license plates from all 50 states and Canada as well. I like it in the winter, too, though most of the stores close up. It's quieter, but it's as if everyone who lives here has been on vacation and they all come back and they're so happy to see one another. Only they haven't been on vacation. They've just been real busy working. I'm like a hawk in a tree, looking down on all of it. It's pretty from up here. The problems come when I swoop down to the ground. Mom turned the car onto Exchange Street and then made a quick turn onto Congress Street, driving up the hill toward the library. My moms are different from most adults in Promise. They don't work in any of the touristy places, and they don't fish. Mom is a doctor. She works in the emergency room of the hospital in Rockport. Mom can live anywhere because she works everywhere. They came here on a trip once and loved it. So we just stayed, they tell everyone. But it's not really true. My moms aren't exactly just drop everything and leave people. They had to sell the house in Connecticut, and before that, Mom had to get her job. Plus, they'd visited on a romantic vacation with just the two of them, and before they could settle down for good, they had to go back and get 3-year-old me. If you run out of things to do in the library, I'm sure you can go up and see Charlotte, Mom said. Hope hung on to her voice like the icicles on the side of McAllister's pharmacy. Uh-huh, I said. You'd think in this tiny town in Maine, I'd be the only kid with 2 mothers. And I am. But there's also Charlotte Diamond, who was adopted from China by her 2 dads. That's how Charlotte and I met. My 2 moms and her 2 dads formed what they called the support group, and Charlotte and I were thrown together. We had no choice but to be friends. Until we weren't. It was good while it lasted. We had matching blue raincoats with whales on the insides. We liked to read. We would take out the blender that her dads used to make smoothies and mix drinks, and we'd fill it with disgusting combinations, like peanut butter and seltzer and fish sauce, and then we would see who could take even 1 sip, usually me. When we got to middle school, she started hanging out with the popular girls. It's not like she ditched me or we had a fight. It's like all this shifting and sorting out happened. Like we were dumped into a colander, and all of us small, less interesting pieces fell through and left the big, juicy berries inside. Charlotte is a berry. Me, I'm a lone wolf. I'm that hawk flying above it all, the quiet observer on the sidelines. And that's the way I like it. The funny thing is, Charlotte was the one who was nervous about starting middle school. I promised to stick by her. Does it count as breaking a promise if the other person doesn't want you to keep your word? Mom said, "Hold on," as she cruised through the stop sign and turned right onto Main Street. Phew! I was afraid if I stopped, we wouldn't get going again. We could slide right back down the hill into the ocean, or maybe the ferry would be there and it would catch us, and we could go spend the day on Swift Island, just you and me. I'm not sure the ferry is even running today. Actually, it just occurred to me, I hope the library is open, Mom said. If not, you'll have to come to the hospital with me. A day at the hospital is no fun. There are only so many things you can do with tongue depressors and the little cups for urine samples. We pulled up by a pile of snow higher than our car. They're running out of places to put it, Mom remarked. They'll have to dump it in the ocean. They can't, I told her. It's against the law. Really? Really, because of all the chemicals and everything. They used to, but now I think they take it to the gully on the edge of town. I'd seen the dump trucks full of snow out the school window, driving away from the center village. Clever girl, she said. So answer me this. Why is snowy day quiet different from regular quiet? There had to be a reason. Something to do with the snow muting the sound, maybe? I'll look it up, I told her. I do have all day. Ruth, I didn't mean it like that.